All right, my bow hunting fam, we've got some exciting updates here at Beast HQ for 2025. I'll roll out all of our current lineup that's available and then dive into all the innovations and changes we've made to our Beast broadheads afterwards. First up, we have a freshly released Beast 100 grain titanium broadhead that is by far our most requested broadhead in 2024, and it is now available in the 2-inch and the 2.3. Next up, a solid steel 150 grain monster. This heavy weight is also available and is especially popular in the crossbow world. But like all of our models, they can be shot out of a recurve, compound, or crossbow. They all work the same with no modifications and no special collars regardless of the speed. And of course, our fan favorite aluminum 2-inch and 2.3s are still available with some improvements coming shortly. We are considering launching a 2.5-inch cutting version. You know, we've been testing this for about a couple years now, but we couldn't get the spring force high enough to get a monster exit. But we could get a monster entry, which most would be satisfied with, but me being a crazy perfectionist and very OCD, I was not satisfied with that, and I knew we could do better. So we spent the last 9 months trying to develop new spring technology to get more force output from our springs without having to change our ferrule size. The material science and process combinations we tested was daunting to say the least, but, and that is a big but, we have done it. And during this process, we perfected our current springs and we developed a nano spring, which allows us to do a triple nested spring in our bigger cutting models, which could mean a 2.5-inch monster is possible. But we just have to do a little bit more testing. So let me know in the comments if you would buy a 2.5-inch cutting monster. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, on to the big updates and the innovations we've made to all of our Beast broadheads. First up, you all know we already have the world's sharpest mechanical broadheads. But even being the world champs in this department, we weren't satisfied. I felt we could still do better. So we kept working on our honing process, and after a year of testing new honing methods, we freaking did it. Our blades are now even sharper than before. And the best part is we didn't compromise our world-leading edge retention, which, by the way, is the highest edge retention ever recorded in the mechanical broadhead history. So now every broadhead in 2025 will even be sharper than our previous blades, which now are arguably the sharpest blades in the world. And if you're new to Beast, let's dive into a little recap why our blades are the sharpest ever produced. First of all, we use a very unique proprietary type of German steel that is exceptionally hard but not brittle. But what really separates us is we use a very expensive process where we actually cryogenically freeze the steel after we heat treat it, which aligns the molecular structure of the steel, allowing it to have extremely high HRC scores without being brittle. So our blades are actually a 58 to 60 HRC, which has never been done before in the mechanical world. That high-end steel and that high HRC score results in Beast being able to put an edge on a blade that is so freaky sharp, no one can even come close. We actually include Band-Aids in each one of our packages. Our blade sharpening process also earned us the world champ title in edge retention, which means the blades stay sharp better than any other broadhead in the world. So much so that when tested by Lusk Archery, who has arguably tested the most broadheads in the world, was shocked to see how well our edge retention held up against his testing. So even after being shot through an MDF fiberboard, rubber mats, and ballistics gel, it still tested sharper than any other mechanical broadhead in history. Now gosh darn it, I'm really proud of that. Back to the Beast improvements. So early last year, we shifted the pin location down the ferrule, which drastically increased durability at that location. 300% actually. But this change is only relevant if you were one of the OG customers back in 2023 when we did our first soft launch. Second to last improvement, we've updated our blade lock geometry. We had enough customers complain about how difficult it was to close the blades in the field without using the provided finger protectors. This is due to one blade being much easier to close than the other. And I agree, it did require some bravery to close.
You just grab it. You'll be a little scared, but you'll be okay. You just grab it and boom. pop it in, you're good to go.
But it was necessary for our dual blade firing technology to work properly. But I knew if we could improve this part, it would have a much better experience for you guys. So we spent the last 10 months testing different versions, concepts, and variations to make this improvement. So in 2025, all of our broadheads are updated with the new locking geometry, which allows both blades to close almost with the same amount of force, resulting in much easier in the field closing with just using your fingers, and it did not compromise our dual blade firing technology. Last up, we tested many different lubricants to find the best one that aids in deploying our blades, but we struck out. So we just went and invented our own hyper lubricious substance that we use on our blade locks and our blades to drastically increase the deployment speeds. So if 940 miles per hour wasn't fast enough, it's even faster now. 2025 is going to be an epic year for all of our Beast Broadhead customers. Thank you all for supporting us, and we are excited to be a part of your season's harvest. And if you haven't ordered some, check out our website at beastbroadheads.com or at one of our trusted dealers to get yourself a pack of these bad boys. We hand build and hand test each and every single broadhead right here in America by Americans, ensuring the quality of each one of our broadheads is absolutely perfect. I can promise you there is no other broadhead company in the world working as hard as we are to deliver you the best of the best. We leave no corners cut, no stones unturned, and we promise to never let you down. The entire Beast family wants to thank you for watching this video and supporting our brand. We can't thank you guys enough.